All right, hello. Sorry I put the wrong date on the link, so maybe that's why more people aren't here. But yeah, we'll go over the grading guidelines. I'm sure a lot of you have read by now what the new grading guidelines look like. So some of the big things are that the fifth and sixth grading cycle are being combined together into one grading cycle. So your grades won't end until May 18th, I think is the last day to turn in late work. So that's going to be one big cycle. Every single grade you have is going to be a homework grade. So everything before spring break up until the end of the year has been turned into a homework grade of equal weighting. So even test grades are just going to go in as a homework grade. A big thing is we're not allowed to count any assignments from spring break all the way up through last week. So we can't count assignments until this week. So I know a lot of you have been working hard, and I wanted to reward you for working. So if you were turning in assignments, you'll notice on in Skyward in the gradebook, those assignments are gone. So they got deleted. But I didn't take the points away. I put the points elsewhere. So if you did an assignment and I saw a missing grade, I put in some points there, or I added points to assignments. So if you're working on your assignments, those grades are gone, but they didn't just disappear. The work wasn't for nothing. Your grade should be good. In fact, if you were doing all your assignments, your grade is probably higher than it has been all year. And if it's not for some reason and you feel like I didn't give you enough points or I didn't fairly reward you, please tell me. I really would like to know that. I don't want to like shortchange you or anything. And I was going through and making a lot of changes, so it really easily could have made a mistake. So please come tell me if you think anything is unfair about your grade. I would really like to know that, and there's probably something I can do for it. So tell me if you don't like it, how it's changed. So a few other things. From now on, we can only have two grades per week, two homework grades. So the grades we're going to be looking at for this week. So the grades that are in for this week is going to be the spring break test. And the simple harmonic motion test. These are the grades I'm getting in for. No, not the test, the lab was the other one. So your lab is going to be a combination of the two parts. So the group part and the individual part. So get those in. If you at least get one part in, I can give you some points, and that can be really helpful to your grade. You can also get in any late work from before the break, and I am supposed to give you up to a 70 if you did it well. So any late work you have, get that in. Any work you didn't do that was between spring break and right now, you can still do that and turn it in. And again, I'll just put points somewhere else on another assignment, on a comparable assignment, or bump up a test grade somewhere. So feel free to keep working on those. If you need any extra credit opportunities, go find the assignments that aren't in the grade book right now. Go through, work through it. I'll look through Google Classroom all the time, looking for people who have turned new things in. And if you turn it in, I'll give you some bonus points elsewhere. All right. The things we're going to take next week, the two grades we're going to have are the mock test and the simple harmonic motion test. And then after this, it's going to be mostly just reviews for the AP test. So I'm probably just going to be combining together, like each time we go through one or two AP test questions, you'll just keep turning them in on a same document. And as long as you're turning in the majority of them, it should be pretty good. These are the ones that I'm worrying about right now. So if you haven't gotten these four assignments in, then you need to be getting these in because these are your grades that are going to be in this week and next week. All right. It is going to be two grades. We are still going to be having classes like this. I am going to keep trying to have shorter classes. Recently, I really try to keep the classes under an hour long. Yeah, next class I only give you one problem, so you can try to work on finishing up anything that you have done. So work on those two problems next class. Let me see, am I missing anything? Uh, oh yeah, so you can make up the assignments. If you get a passing grade for this semester, then you're going to get credit for the course. If you end up with a grade below 70, you're going to receive an incomplete and you have to make up the year. So if you're one of those people right now who's still below a 70, you need to make up the material. Otherwise, you're going to have to be remaking up the class and everything like that. So do that. I have to take late work without penalty. If you've noticed, I haven't been giving penalties for late work. So get those in. But this is also one of those things. Don't be waiting till the very end to try to get things in. That's how you're going to dig yourself in a hole and not be able to get yourself out. Um, I'm just gonna say if everyone tries turning in their work on the very last day, if it comes time for the weekend, I'm just gonna go on my weekend. So just kind of try to keep up with it. It's you have a lot of leeway here, but it's just gonna be a lot easier if you keep up relatively with everything and try not to fall too far behind. Um, oh yeah, the other thing people have been asking questions about final exams. I really don't know what's happening with final exams. I have absolutely no idea if we're even having final exams. Um, but if we do have final exams again, um, I'll probably. It sounds like the AP test. They're going to release that to us. I'm probably just going to use that as your final exam if we have final exams. Other than that, I really don't know. If you have any other questions, I can also answer those at the beginning of next class. Um, but again, if you're unclear about anything, please ask. If you think you deserve a higher grade, please tell me. I honestly may have messed something up. I've been trying to move around a lot of grades. I tried to make it as fair as possible. I tried to reward people for working. And just as always, tell me if there's anything that's keeping you from being able to work. I really need to know that. It would be really helpful if I knew about anything preventing you from completing your work. Well, if you're watching this, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.